It was Einstein who said, "Time is relative." I remember struggling with that in physics class, trying to wrap my brain around it. But I think I get it now. All you got to do is look at the perspective on time from a grade school kid and that kid's parents. Let's say you're in junior high, anywhere in this country, on a hot Friday afternoon in a boring class, and you swear that you've watched that clock for what must have been 3 hours now, and it moved 2 minutes. Meanwhile, mom or dad of that same kid is thinking, "Oh my gosh, I can't believe how fast the time is going. There's my little baby all grown up. It just goes so fast." Huh? Time is relative. And today, Jesus gives us a teaching on time. He addresses two different groups. The first group is those who said, "No, I will not go." These are the notorious sinners. And what Jesus always says to them is, now is the time to love. Quit shaming yourself for what's been in the past. Look at me. Start over now. Right now. You can leave that behind. And don't even shame yourself for it. Start right now. Then Jesus turns to the other group, the very religious people, ostensibly the good people, the one who have said yes with their lives, so to speak. To those people, Jesus says, "I don't care how many prayers you said in the past, your heart is hard. Now is the time to forgive. Now is the time to see. Don't tell me all that good stuff you've done and all those laws you've kept. Now is the time to serve. Let me see the joy in your face for walking the godly way now. Now. Now." On some level, it's exactly how Jesus addresses us today. I know that we don't quite neatly fit into two distinct groups here, but I'm certain that there are some people right this moment who feel inside of them that shame, like, "I don't know that I'm worthy to be here. I know what a mess I've made in my life and the harm that I have caused." And if that's you, what Jesus says to you is, look at me. Love now. Now. Put that bottle away. Make amends. Get your life straightened again. But now. Don't go back and be filled with shame for how you've messed up. Look. Now, I say to you, now is the only time. Begin again now. And I'm sure that there are also some people who've come here this day feeling pretty good about how religious we've been, huh? Father, I didn't just say some prayers. I did a novena of novenas. And to us who might go like that, Jesus says, I don't care. I don't care what you've done in the past. Look at me. Love now. Who do you need to forgive? Who do you need to serve? Let me see the joy in your face from following me now. I don't care what you tell me how great you've done. I want to see right now love in your eyes. Look at me. I've sometimes seen what Jesus saw, I believe. Remember one time on my way to hear confessions one evening. I was actually early and ran into a parishioner on his way to a meeting. I said, what do you got up? He goes, well, Father, he goes, you know, I've often felt bad, I still do, about some of the ways I messed up my life. I carry that with a certain amount of burden, he said. He goes, but I'd love to help out. So I'm going to a meeting, and he told me what the meeting was about. And his way of serving, he goes, it's what I feel like I can do. I thought that was awesome. And ironically, the very first person to come to confession to me that night said, Father, it really makes me mad that people don't go to confession anymore. There are so many sinners out there. How can they walk through those doors of church without going to confession? It seemed to me that this is someone whose words were yes, but whose heart was far from love. Even as it felt like that first man's, maybe his words had been no, but in the end, his heart was filled with love. And how about us, huh? If you were to ask Jesus what time it is, you know what he would say, I think? He would say, now is the time to serve. It is now the time to love. It's now the time to forgive. It's now the time to care. And I'll bet each of us today, I don't know what the rest of this day holds. Maybe you'll get some meal with some family members or friends. Maybe you'll be in the yard. Maybe you'll watch another pathetic football game. I don't know. But from time to time, we'll look at the clock, right? Or we'll check our watches, or we'll pull out the cell phone to see what time it is. I pray that each time we do that, we see what time it really is. Time to love now.
Big Al? Big Al? Big Al? Where are I? Yeah, you're in church, Big Al. Overslept. Overslept, okay. Well, that's all right. So, Big Al, what time is it? What time is it? Well, that's my question for you. What time is it? Asked you first. I know you asked me first. But it's still an important question, Big Al. I want to ask you. Can't see clock. You can't see the clock. I understand. But I still want to ask you, what time is it? Well, Big Al, I know you can't tell what the hands on the clock say. But there's another kind of time. What? Jesus time. Whoa. And in Jesus' time, it's always now. Duh. No, okay, well, because, I mean, it's always now to do the right thing. For example, if I were to ask you, Big Al, when is the time to forgive? Tomorrow. Not tomorrow, no. It's now. Oh. If I said, when is the time to pray, what would you say? Sundays. Okay, not only Sundays, always. Oh. When is it the time to love, Big Al? If she's cute. She's cute. No, Big Al. No, Big Al. Always, always, everyone, it's the time to love is now. Big Al, in Jesus' time, now is always the most important time of all. Cool. Go, Blues.
Boys, I'll bet some of you know how to tell time and some of you don't. But it doesn't matter, because I'll bet everybody here knows how to tell Jesus' time. And in Jesus' time, no matter where the hands on the clock are, it's always time to love.